Welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It is Wednesday, November 30th, 2022, soon to be 2023. Let's see if we're still here for that. All right, BitcoinTeleView.com got more for you there. Check it out, affiliate links and things like that, and links to indicators that I use. And also check out Blockchain Education. It's where that's the trading methodology that I'm pretty much using, is what is used there as a collective group, and we make great trades, make money. It's a wonderful thing. Come join the big team. No, I mean, come join the team and come in for the big win. Also, Hemp Paste, great stuff. Better than CBD. It's the whole plant canned. It's ravishing. So check that out. Anyway, lots of cool stuff there. Go check out BitcoinTeleView.com. Now, enough of that nonsense. FinViz, all right? A great site. Shows you the big indexes, the ones that we care about here in America. So the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P 500 are kind of weak today. They really have not found a direction. They're up and down. Overall, I'm going to say they're in the red. I mean, technically down. Technically at this moment, they're all slightly down. Let's see, the day is still young. I'm looking at the S&P 500 right here, kind of weak. Okay, so the day is young. We'll see what's going to happen. Let's look at some news real fast, okay? SBF addresses rumors whether he laundered Ukraine donations. Pretty much he's saying it never happened. He would do it if he could, but he's not bright enough, and he wouldn't know how to do it even if it was happening right. Even if he was involved and it was happening around him, he wouldn't know it was happening. Anyway, this character, we'll see where his future holds, is where his future heads. Really, who cares? I don't care if they bring and hang him or if he just stays in wherever, Barbados or wherever he is the rest of his life. I mean, a person like that, the damage they've done could never be repaid. So who cares? Just whatever. Anyway, housing demand vaporized after rates hit 7%. A new wave of inventory is next. We're seeing that. I have heard people tell me in high value states where pretty much houses were closed before they ever even hit the market. It was pretty much just moved. It was only put on the market for the purpose of transferring ownership. So anyway, instant sales are now up to about 3 months wait time. I've heard even in states like Florida. So that's a big deal. Can you imagine? We were like in the twos as far as mortgage rates. Now we're in the sevens. That's crazy. And that's if you got really good credit and 20% down from what I'm hearing. Anyway, also another one which is kind of interesting. U.S. pending home sales plunged to the biggest annual drop ever. That's rather interesting. I'm not really a doomsayer. I'm just saying this is definitely looking at we're definitely seeing some weak stuff in the economy, and I can't find it here. Sorry guys, I don't want to hold us up. I should have actually had this article up beforehand, but Credit Suisse has been showing some people are starting to get a little bit hesitant about that, and that's a regular bank. And so what we're seeing as far as how Celsius has crashed, FTX is dumped, we're seeing how that's affecting the crypto market and the market overall. Ultimately, Credit Suisse, I do believe, was having just some news out of Credit Suisse where people were finding that some of the numbers they were seeing, some of the things they were hearing, they just feel that Credit Suisse could be the next big player, and that's in traditional money, to all of a sudden say, guess what, we're out. And now that would be a different world the next day. Next time we do this, I will have an article on that so we can just look at that somewhat deeper. Because I don't really even understand what Credit Suisse is, but it is a big player, and I've heard a good deal about it. And if some of the rumors are true, then if that sucker goes under overnight, that would be a really big shakeup, and people won't just be going like ha ha at the crypto market, because they'll have their world will be in pieces. So anyway, traditional markets, welcome to crypto. Okay. Anyway, law-abiding Americans had strong appetite for guns on Black Friday. I enjoy this article very, very much. As you can see over the years, we're a little bit plateaued recently, but Zero Hedge is famous for their crappy graphics quality. But anyway, definitely 2017 was the highest so far. But basically, we are having a beautiful Black Friday when it comes to guns, and this is a good thing. I think it's very, very interesting how for the Biden administration, their Thanksgiving Day message was, "We're coming for your guns," and I'm thinking I look at reality. You got it's just basically, could you be more removed from the will of the people? Well, look at all collective Western leaders. I think it's pretty clear that they all are. Anyway, so looking at the top crypto exchanges this morning, looking at like the top 20 or so, top 30, top 50, we're beginning to see them all flip to green. They've been red for a day or so, most of them. So it looks like we're beginning to see a strong tilt towards green, positive trading volume over the last 24 hours. I like what I'm seeing. So I think definitely this week. It is still young. It is Wednesday today, right? Let me make sure. Yes, it's Wednesday. So we'll see. We got today and Thursday before the kind of slowdown, which we usually would expect happens on Friday. So we may have two really, really good trading days. So be ready with your, trigger fingers. If you know what I'm saying, get rid of that trigger finger, your AR-15 mouse, to basically click on some, get your red dot aimed at some alts and make some money, because it's going to be a good day. Even if you're just riding Bitcoin, you're probably going to be doing really, really well. Maybe, allegedly, not financial advice. Anyway, big crypto exchanges are turning green. I like what I'm seeing there. Looking at Bitcoin in the top 100, Bitcoin coming in at 16,841. That's nice. We're pushing that 17K mark. As you can see, the top 100 alts are all in general in the green, or just beginning to be in the green. I like what I'm seeing. That's a wonderful thing. Whatever GMX is, it's up 12%. I like seeing that. Phantom, FTM, is up 9%. Near Protocol up 6.4%. And what else? Monero up 2.5. I like seeing that. Always watch for Monero spikes, because it often means that we're going to see a move in Bitcoin up or down. It does seem that big money. I'm just totally allegedly acting speculation, but I do think sometimes the Bitcoin flows into Monero when there's going to be big market moves. Just watch for spikes in Monero. If it starts to cruise up, I usually hedge my bets, because it usually means Bitcoin is going to do something volatile. Anyway, Ethereum up 5.2% and Bitcoin up 2.9%. So it's a darn nice day in the neighborhood. All right, looking at longs versus shorts for Bitcoin on Binance, where the volume is 57% long, 42% short. For Ethereum, 48% long, 51% short. So definitely Ethereum, not a lot of confidence in that this morning. It's getting shorted, but Bitcoin still just barely in the positive range. So Bitcoin, yes. Ethereum, no. As far as longs versus shorts go on Binance. And look at this. I wanted to catch this morning. Here's Bitcoin versus USDT. This is a 4-hour chart. Here's what we must watch for. Okay. Seriously, I've been watching this, and it kind of has me a little freaked out. This pattern, we had this beautiful move last night, and that's wonderful. And we've been holding it, and I like that. We had it around, what would that be, like the 29th, around 16:15. So that would have been like, see, 1800 to 6, 5, about 4:15 or so p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We had this nice pump, held it. But the thing is, though, this is, you guys know what I'm seeing. I mean, I'm sure you're seeing it too. This is a very, 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 very classic Bart pattern. Let's just see what happens. It's starting to dive already this morning. Indicators are cooling off. We don't really know what's going to happen. Let's just see how the day goes. Really, to me, it's great trading if Bitcoin will simply stay above the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart. That is a good enough day for me. So even if we were to kind of come down and bounce up the 200, but keep support on it, above it, that's good enough. That'd be a darn good day. I'll take that. But let's try to stay sideways and continue up. I'd love to see, actually, truly, I'd love to see this be our first lower high as it continues up. I mean, who wouldn't? I would just prefer that. Easier trading alts, and also it's a nice way to just make money in Bitcoin. Just let it sit and make money. Put your trillion, take profit in, and sit back and drink tea while you profit. So anyway, let's look at the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. 4 hours, bam. Let's see, 4 hours. We're still, there's that 200 moving average. Yeah, 4-hour chart, we're still way below the 200 moving average, which is right around 18,000. So we have a ways to go to really kind of get back into the positive world. But look at this once again, kind of a Bart pattern. You could see this in a day. We could get back to 20,000. It can happen. So anyway, indicators on the 4-hour chart are not looking too incredibly weak. So let's see how it goes. The squeeze indicator is beginning to turn positive on the 4-hour chart. I like that. On the other indicators are good enough. Let's look at a daily chart for Bitcoin. once again, kind of what I can offer here at the daily chart is the MACD is still positive and trending towards the positive. I like that. We got about the 20 WMA. That's cool, the purple one. Getting ready to challenge that 50 moving average at around 18,500. And of course, the 200 moving average is, well, just above 21,000. No challenge there, huh? Anyway, but if we look at this big picture, as we have many, many times, I still think we're kind of in the bounds of reality here. We'll see what happens. But if we go way back to our Friday of March, well, basically March 2020, and we look at this, my only concern right now is this Fibonacci sequence has really, really been very, very powerful. I like what I've seen. Bitcoin has been playing with it, and I like it. It's very, very good. Everything about this is good. I mean, this is a reasonable pattern. It's grabbing a lot of time. The fib is really, really stuck. It's really, 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 really just been good karma, good stuff. But what I don't like is this. Here we see that the 786 fib did hold very steady and powerfully. We've seen it all through here. It's been a very, very good player. It's been important, but we just recently kind of got below it. And I don't like that because once you break below that, who knows what's going to happen. So I'm definitely liking the positive daily. I'm liking a slight upwards trend recently, recently on the 45. If we can keep that, we'll start challenging that 4-hour, 200 moving average eventually, and we can get back in the game. But definitely, we got to get above 17,836, as I see it, basically above 18,000. Find some support there to keep within this kind of fib pattern that we've had ever since basically March of 2020. And if we don't, I mean, really, where's the next place to find support? You're looking at 10,000. You're looking at maybe 16,000. I mean, let's just hope it doesn't go there, but let's be watchful. I'm definitely hedging my bets. The world is crazy. All we need is one more big ass exchange to crash, or a Credit Suisse or something like that. And well, this whole pattern that we've been riding for 2 years could be basically done for. So. But here's the trick: trading against BTC right now, you can definitely make some gains because with just need BTC, well, it can be above or below the 200 moving average, it can be uptrending, downtrending, whatever. Some alts are doing great against BTC, and you can always find them and play them. So I was working with QLC BTC on the way up in this channel. It dropped below it. I kind of forgot about it. It wasn't doing very well, so I haven't really been looking at it. But then I noticed, bam, it got back in the channel. I've often noticed that things, once they kind of snap back in an upwards channel that they had, it can be party time. And as you can see, it certainly was. So this guy's back in the game. We'll probably see QLC make the top of this channel its new support. This is one to watch. Indicators are very, very powerful. I can't imagine it going much further without a little bit of a retrace, but it definitely could continue up with the top of this channel as the new support, or possibly back in the channel. It's kind of far from this red moving average right here, which is the 8 moving average in a 45-minute chart. It will snap back to that before long. So QLC, it's back in the game. SNX versus USDT. This one was a player this morning, but it's dumping. Let's just rock through my little Cayenne list here. These are just coins that I'm watching very carefully. QLC. Yeah, I actually traded on Binance, so it looks Binance is not chart for crap. I'm setting up Binance on Bittrex. I don't know why, but Bittrex's charts just look like ass. They never work very well. So I usually chart on KuCoin or Binance, and then I'll trade it on Bittrex if I'm gonna just because if it's, you know what I'm saying. I don't need to tell you why. I mean, Bittrex, US users can use it. Binance, you can't use Binance if you're a US user unless you're doing some VPN action, etc. And we all shouldn't do that. So anyway, oftentimes chart on KuCoin, well, I can trade on KuCoin, but some things are on Bittrex that are just, sometimes it has some good gems that I don't see on KuCoin, but I see on Binance. So I trade them on Binance and I trade them on Bittrex to be a good little US citizen. Anyway, QLC, you can see it right there. Beautiful trend. I like what I'm seeing there. As you can see on Bittrex, God knows what's going on. But basically the same thing. It just doesn't chart very well. Clay versus USDT. Moving up continually. I like this. I love this beautiful upwards channel. I like to trade against BTC and against USDT. Just depends on how things are looking. But this is a beautiful upwards channel. I think we very, very well may keep that. So Clay versus USDT, looking good. Indicators are looking good. I'm going to wait for a bounce at the bottom of this channel, maybe hop back in. And I think Clay versus USDT definitely might be a play today. SNX, nah, dumping too hard. Kava versus USDT, dumping too hard right now for me to really have confidence in. If it can actually keep this upwards direction, which I think it may. If Bitcoin doesn't go too sideways on us, as long as it stays within this upwards channel and stays above the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart, I think we might be in the game. So definitely Kava versus USDT could be a play. Doge versus USDT. This thing has kind of woken up recently. It's been kind of, it's been in the doghouse. See what I did there? See? Anyway, but I'm going to be very, very creative with my upwards channel here. It has been an upwards channel. Looks like it's getting ready to go by the indicators to a visit to the bottom of that channel. But if it makes a bounce off of that, it could be back in the game. Hey, I'll make money wherever I can make money. Doge versus USDT, I like it. Pond versus USDT, out of the game. Front versus BTC, interesting play right now. This is on KuCoin. I kind of like it. If we look at this crazy coin, front versus BTC, I'm liking this. Just basically you've got this, I'm going to make an upwards channel here. I know I'm being very creative, but I like what I'm seeing there. So looks like we've kind of taken a bounce off the 314 moving average, gotten back above the 200 moving average. We're moving up. We're in the middle of this channel. Indicators are looking kind of good. Squeeze indicators looking positive. It's a little bit sporadic of a play for me, but front versus BTC is actually looking kind of good. I like what I'm seeing. You can see right here that on the this indicator, the volume indicator, we definitely have some volume spiking this thing up. I like what I'm seeing. Binary candles are green. Directional index is back in the green. ADX is directional index is back in the green. ADX is actually trending up. So this guy could be a play. Wait for this morning's kind of in general dumpiness, which started with BTC getting a little bit weak. I'm gonna wait for what are you doing, BTC? Let's just kind of see what's going on here. I think what people need to do, what I'm doing at least at this very moment is let's just see about this Bart pattern. This is either gonna stop retracing and move up and be a lower high, or we're gonna probably bounce that 200, or maybe bounce back between the 200 and the 314. Let's see how this Bart pattern plays out. Myself, I'm going to just kind of hold off on trades and watch until we see where this is going, because I don't want Bitcoin to basically plummet and jack all my trades. That's not really enjoyable. One trade that I am in right now is Link versus BTC. And I'm playing that on Coinbase. Don't make fun of me. It's Coinbase's ballot, all right? Okay, my grandma uses it, and she said it was cool. Okay, so anyway, I like what I'm seeing here with Link versus BTC. Yeah, this upwards channel. I like what I'm seeing. I kind of wish I hadn't gotten it now because, but I have a stop under the 200 moving average here, so I got a ways to go before it would, fail on me. But in general, squeeze indicator is not quite squeezing as hard as I would like towards the positive. It's kind of reacting it's not doing what I want it to do, darn it. But anyway, I think this could be a good trade. We just need to find a bounce off the bottom of this channel or off the 200 moving average. And I think it will continue up. I think it will continue up regardless of what Bitcoin does, but it may get dumpy if Bitcoin gets too dumpy. So anyway, guys, that's the trade I'm in, Link versus BTC. If I was getting in it right now, I'd wait for a turnaround with BTC, etc. I do think Link's going to perform. It has been performing good against BTC, and it will. Just maybe not the best time to do a trade until Bitcoin figures itself out. Is it going to be a loser, or is it going to be a winner? Okay, anyway, guys, take care, and I'm glad you're here I'm glad you're here, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. And remember, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own. Oh, and you know what? Before we do that, before we actually get out of here, one more thing. Let's look at, because this is a weekday, U.S. oil spot. U.S. oil spot. Sorry to hold you guys up. I should have this done beforehand. Let me just make this chart real quick. Let me get rid of this crazy indicator. Well, you can see by the customized pivot support resistance zones, a very cool indicator. You can see that we actually are in a buy zone. We're just bouncing off of one, so that's kind of groovy, right? But it makes the chart very hard to see if you're not actually actively using that indicator. Now, let's go to my little chart here and look at all the groovy stuff. So here's a big problem. Dollar strength index is definitely finding a bounce off the 200 moving average on the daily chart and challenging and crossing the 20 WMA, and it's looking strong. So we're probably going to see a real bounce of this 200 moving average, and that will basically jack the market. Anyway, crude oil, or basically I should say U.S. oil spot, making a nice bounce, coming back up, challenging the 20 WMA. That's good to go. S&P 500, it's been on the way up for a while. Overall, it's upwards trending, but it just lost the 20 WMA, and it also got rejected off the 200 moving average, while of course dollar strength index is pumping. So we're probably going to see that's not going to help crypto, but still, if Bitcoin can just stay positive, especially above that 200 moving average, we definitely can do some alts. We can trade against Bitcoin and make glorious money. But you may end up at the end of your trade, which is very profitable, having less of a portfolio value than you started because Bitcoin is on the way down. And challenging times, I don't know. Myself personally, I'm trading against BTC and USDT and USDC. So I actually do make some real money, which I can move back over to the bank because I don't know. I personally have, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I only have faith in friggin' gold and silver right now and dollars that are in your hands. So I am trading against USDT and I am trading against Bitcoin. But ultimately those profits, a good deal of those, I'm rolling right to the bank and right back to me in cash because guys, what I'm saying, like the world's nuts. So anyway, US Tech 100, a green day, just barely. It lost the 20 WMA. It's probably going to challenge that 50 moving average. The US Tech 100 not doing very well at all. Gold, nice green day again. Green day yesterday. It's riding the 20 WMA. I like that it's about the 50 moving average. It's kind of did a nice Bart pattern here. I hope this is not a Bart pattern. It doesn't just plummet right back down, but it's holding strong even with a strong USD. Dollar strength index. So gold showing some stones, got some cojones. Silver above the 50 moving average, above the 20 WMA, crossing the 200, maybe even challenging the 314. Then we are going to be on a rocket ship to Pluto. So definitely silver, one to watch. I might that's not bad. Would you believe it's actually over $20 a coin again? It's over an ounce. It's 21.63 an ounce. That's pretty damn amazing. So silver definitely performing well. Gold not performing bad either, even with a strong DXY. I love what I'm seeing. It's pretty darn groovy. So we'll end it right there. Thank you for being here, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. Please like, share, subscribe, visit the sponsors, and really comment, whatever. It does actually help get this out a little bit further, and that does help me. Buy some damn hemp paste, people. And by the way, Merry coming Christmas and all that glorious stuff. It is a good day. So remember, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, you just seriously, you punch a WEF globalist right in the nuts. So take care. You make one of like Soros's hemorrhoids twins, like anyway, take care.